Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bards, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy man sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Pod.
Vinegar Garage. I'll put in the Slimer.
Oh yeah, I think he wanted to put the vinegar in the garage.
Unmistakable.
You know, I don't think it's more complicated than it needs to be.
Okay. I thought maybe it was like spray the garage with vinegar.
Yeah, spray the whole thing down, baby.
Spray it down.
My name
Make
is
it smell like
Diane.
chips.
My name is Diane, and that
100%.
is my signature salad dressing is Vinegar Garage.
It's a dusty little number.
What is your signature salad dressing?
Green Goddess at this point?
Green Goddess at this point?
At this point? I'm
Wow.
very basic.
From where? You purchase it pre-made?
Yeah, I do like the Trader Joe's one lately.
Okay.
There's one that they have in the fridge that's quite nice.
Oh, in the fridge.
It's like you know that square bottle that they have, that kind of square bottle.
Yep.
I don't go to Trader Joe's often,
But when you do,
but when I do,
you get that Green Goddess, baby.
I like their Green Goddess actually. And then what's it called? What's that fucking naturey brand? It starts with an A. Is it Annie's or Ann's or
I think it's
whatever?
Annie's.
They have a good Green Goddess.
Oh, they'll sell
buy it
the
when it's
fuck
on
out
sale.
of they'll sell the fuck out of a salad dressing.
Oh God,
You
they
know
do.
how like wine, it's like sometimes you buy it for the label. I think they have taken that
God.
theory.
They're the celestial seasonings of
Literally
salad dressing.
are. And we could
Yes.
put them in Wilmer Slimerama, even though if you've been to a grocery store, you know the brand we're talking
you've seen
about.
them.
It has a white label, it has cute black font, and then it has a delicious little illustration in the middle.
a cutie.
That, you know, maybe it's of a little dill, maybe it's of like
It's
a lemon.
slightly psychedelic. And you know what they did at Albertsons? It kind of pissed me off. Well, they really pissed me off lately. But they split up all of those salad dressings, and they put everything like all of the Thousand Islands together, all of this together.
Oh.
Which is so weird.
They didn't do brand segregation, they did type segregation.
And they don't do that anywhere.
That's
in the
very
store.
strange.
It was weird.
Like, I guess useful if
I guess they do it in some places in the store, but maybe, I guess, but all the ketchups are together. I don't know.
My name is Diane.
I have no idea.
I find that interesting because I'm used to seeing a full wall of like Newman's Own or Annie's or God forbid
to
an
see a wall of
America's
Newman's
Choice, you know?
God forbid. What is America's Choice? What is
That's
America's
just like
Choice?
the store brand for some various grocery stores.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
store
Ralph's
brand.
or whatever.
Yeah, like if it was like Ralph's brand.
I'm just an Albertsons bitch, so I see Great Choice. Is it that I see?
Yeah.
I forget.
That's also one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada's is No Name.
It's called No Name.
Yeah.
Epic.
I love it.
Yeah. That was a 3-minute testicle.
Wow.
Wow.
It's usually 7,000 minutes
It's
now.
usually 7,000 minutes, but like I can't believe we've been talking about salad dressing for 3 minutes. Although
I can talk about it for even longer if you want.
Oh, really?
'Cause
Well,
sometimes we do make salad dressing, and the hint is using IKEA mustard.
Yuck.
It's really good. Tastes like
I
pickles.
do add a smidge of Dijon. Usually the Martha Stewart dressing I like is a little bit of Dijon, rice wine vinegar, which has a delicious little sweetness, grapeseed oil or neutral oil, salt, pepper. That's it.
Yum yum.
Blend it all up. Well, I fork it.
You
I do
fork it all
I do a
up.
forky little whisk.
We do a whiskey it all up.
Yep. And then pour it over. Not too much, not too little. You know, no one wants a sopping wet salad. My name is not Diane. She
My name
prefers
is not
it.
Diane, but like at the end of making a full meal, then I have to make my fucking salad dressing.
You know what Diane does? She'll make an incredibly wet salad.
Wow.
And then when she finishes the salad, there's still like a cup of dressing on the bottom of the
Oh
bowl.
my God. And
She'll,
she
she'll,
saves it.
she'll drink that up with a straw.
Oh,
no problem.
wow. Yeah,
That's-
it's fine.
That's her cleanse.
Basically water.
She's lost 40 pounds doing that.
It goes right through you.
It does.
It's just oil.
I hear. My name is Diane.
Honestly, it's just oil, and that's my diet plan.
Oh, delish.
It really clears you out.
It clears you right on out. There's also this vinegar that they sell at Whole Foods that is like, it's like a champagne vinegar, but it has like lemon in it. It's like a citrus champagne vinegar. That shit is good. It is good. A very minimalist label. So you may
365? Just kidding. But
No.
that is them, right?
that is them, but it's not a Whole Foods brand.
You know what I like about Whole Foods? They have that little section for cookies.
Okay. You know what I like about Whole Foods? They have a stick up their ass.
Oh, they really have a stick up their
And
ass.
they know it.
Boy.
Like I went there the other day. I mean, by this, I mean it was multiple months ago. And you know that new olive oil that has like a squeegee top that people are like fucking obsessed with?
No.
There's like new Instagrammable olive oil.
It's an Instagram. Good Lord. Wait, is it the one that's retractable?
No, it
They have a
has
retractable one. I
you
quite
know,
like
like
it.
the top that's on sriracha.
Yeah.
It has that kind of top.
Oh, I've seen that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Oh,
But this is like,
no.
the brand is very specific. And I went there and they were doing samples of it. And they were putting the olive oil on top of ice cream.
I've
that
seen
was
that
their-
before, bitch. I've seen fucking balsamic, which is very good, actually.
I mean, look,
Balsamic
I
on
ate it
fucking
and it
ice
was
cream.
delicious.
It's delicious,
I'm
but
not
like,
going to act like I was mad, but it was.
it's been like 15 years since they started doing that.
I
Don't
was like,
act
guys,
like it's not.
I'd be
been
fine
around.
dipping a piece of bread in this bitch. Like, we don't need to put it on top of ice cream. Like,
it's cold out, and this was going to expire, actually.
yeah. I
It
mean,
was just
don't
because
know.
it was going to expire. They don't do anything good for people, please.
it was good olive oil, but I've had better. And guess what?
honestly?
It didn't have a cute little cartoon on the front, but I'm still living.
I don't fucking need that.
No.
The best olive oil, in my opinion, I'll put in the slime room. I
Okay.
like it. I don't gatekeep my olive oil. I like
You
it.
don't know the brand name. You just have it.
fucking
You just know
forget.
it in your heart.
Yeah, it's just like actually I really like the color of the bottle.
Okay. Well,
I mean, they're all fucking green anyway, but like
yeah, they're literally
this
every
one?
single one is green.
this one,
Yep.
short and stout. I
Okay.
like him.
Perfect. Let's see how this testicle sounds. All right, we're back.
Oh my.
You know what I actually purchased when I was in Canada?
Oh my God, what?
Well, okay. So we went to a Canadian farmers market,
Oh,
and there
Tell
was
us more.
obviously many different maple syrups there,
sure.
and they were also selling something called birch syrup
Oh,
Which
from
is
like birch trees.
from birch trees.
Cute.
So we got a bottle of maple syrup, a bottle of birch syrup, and then a bottle of burple syrup, which is the mix.
Purple.
And the
That's
guy was
cute.
saying, that's related. The guy was saying the birch syrup is very good in salad dressings and like marinades and stuff.
What the hell?
But like, I don't think you like dump it on a pancake. It's not that kind. It's not the kind of syrup. My name is Diane.
Syrup. Interesting. I
Yeah.
like the alternative tappings.
So yeah, it's an alternative tapping for sure. And when I see a birch tree, I'm like, damn, I'd tap that. My name is Julia Davidovich, by the way, and I would tap the fuck out of a birch tree.
Wow, she's so right. They're
Yeah.
honestly really pretty. I do
pretty.
like a birch tree. They're
And I
really beautiful.
love. Also, my name is Julia Davidovich. I love like stripping a piece of bark off a birch tree.
God, she's out there stripping birch in the fucking forest, I guess.
That's you.
My name is Zoe Clark, and I'm out there stripping fucking birch
No,
in the
you're
forest, I guess.
first of all, you're stripping
It's
birch.
literally you. You're the one that said it. It's obviously something you do.
I said it, but only because I've seen you do it.
I've never seen you do that.
No, I haven't. All right. Well, who's your bad boy in the block this week? And it's, dare I say, it's been 2.
Oh, wow. It's been like 14 weeks, I guess.
Well, I mean,
It's been like 1.
is it our joint bad boy or no? I can't. I honestly don't know if that experience is a good boy or a bad boy.
That was, I mean, it's kind of a bad boy update at the same time.
You're right.
Sorry, watch reminder from eBay.
It's a bad boy update, but it's also about us. So I guess we should wait.
We'll do it first. We'll do it first.
Okay.
Spicy.
So here's, this is, I don't even know. This is, I guess, a new segment that I'd like to call a bad boy in the wild. And it certainly was.
This was so wild.
This was
honestly the wildest.
the wildest. So for months now, we've had a WNBA game tickets
Looming.
booked, locked. Yeah, it's been looming. It was on like a fucking Thursday, which is obscene.
It was, God, and they have so many rules there too.
I can't act like I enjoyed doing something on a weeknight. However, once I got there, it was good.
That's kind of how I feel. I'm just like, for the first like 45 minutes of the plan, I'm like, why did I do this? I'm on my way there. I'm going to be so tired later. I'm tired right now. I'm dreading this because I'm tired. And then I get there, I'm like, oh, I'm actually having a nice time.
Yeah, it was a fun little event.
Every single day of my life, I dread my life.
Yep.
Listen, I didn't ask to be born. I'm just trying to get through it.
We are all trying to get through it. But I've never been to a WNBA game before. It was the Liberty versus the Sparks, which is LA team, and the Sparks lost literally so miserably. It was
so
shocking.
bad. It was pretty bad.
It was really bad, but it wasn't about who wins, you know?
It's not like we were embarrassed by it, even though...
It's about the friends you meet along the way. And man, did we make some friends.
Yeah. Honestly, everyone in there was my friend.
It was a big party. I got to be honest. The vibes were hot. During halftime, Julia and I went out to the main sprawl area
To pee.
and you'll never guess what we saw.
Well, it wasn't even we. Like, first you spotted him. I was standing in line, and then Zoe went to go get a beer or something. I forget. Or maybe like some sustenance.
Yeah.
And then you like did a 180 and
I sprinted back to you.
Sprinted back, and it was so deliberate.
I was like, oh my God, Robin Thicke.
And like I did that thing where I was like, oh no, I'm gonna look right in his eyes. But he was wearing sunglasses.
He was
inside.
obviously wearing sunglasses inside.
This fucking deep
Such a deep V.
Such a deep V.
Like it was a button-up shirt, but he said, "Fuck those buttons."
He was like, I'm actually gonna cut them all off. I think.
No buttons on my watch.
No buttons.
Tight pants.
With like both of his daughters. I don't know how many daughters he has. So we're like
a handful of daughters.
So like a handful of daughters, and we're like, wait, so Robin Thicke's in a WNBA game?
Yeah, so we were like, that's so random, but I guess like
famous woman lover.
Celebs are into women's sports now, and
so.
Robin Thicke is famously a celebrity.
He's never done a bad thing to women in his life.
No, but he like does love women's sports, which is so nice of him to support.
Also, what was the celebrity that was there that like was on Love and Basketball?
Oh,
or whatever
Sinai Lathan. I think
she was there, and we were like, wow. So like, obviously there's a celebrity here.
Yeah,
but, like,
and then there
we
was
weren't
like
calling out celebrity Robin Thicke,
right?
Famous lover
Exactly.
of women.
So we were confused because it was like. But my thought was like, oh, he's trying to be incognito because he's so famous. They also called out a basketball player who was there.
Right.
And I was like, okay, now here he comes, and he never came until.
And then, yeah, he sat down in his seat. We finally found his seat.
We located his seat.
I mean, after like, the thing was, after we saw Robin Thicke, I didn't watch a lick of the game. Like, I was not paying attention.
We were just like seeing what was going on with Robin Thicke, like the girl he was with who was in a maroon hat.
Yeah, we're like, who is this woman? So we obviously had to look her up.
We looked up. They've been together a long time, and they have 3 kids. And I'm like, well, in my mind, he just got divorced and is like ruining his ex-wife's life. So. Fine. Allegedly, you have 3 kids with somebody else, but couldn't be
like,
me.
He's getting married. He needs the money.
So
he's out here in a WNBA
we were deeply confused about his presence, but I would have been fine just seeing him. I mean, it was really exhilarating.
It was, and then he disappeared.
And
we're like, he's obviously doing drugs.
Julia said that.
I said he's obviously doing drugs.
I was like,
he'll be back in a minute.
I didn't know. I honestly didn't know because Maroon Hat was still there. So there was like a lot of missing. There was a lot of evidence pointing to the fact that maybe something sad happened.
We're like, maybe they got it a little domestic or something.
Yeah, like you never know what's going to happen at Crypto.com Arena.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe he got like mad that he had to like, I don't know.
Maybe he got mad that his 24 ounces of beer was $16. So he like threw a fit.
So sad. It was really expensive though.
That's so Robin though. And then at the end of the 3rd quarter, we turn around and he's like standing up in between the aisles in like a very strange location.
And we're like, wait, even Robin Thicke has to wait for the break in the game to go back to his seat?
Yeah.
I still didn't get it for like a full minute.
No, I didn't get it either. And I was like, he's just goofing around. And then they say,
he's goofing around.
I don't even remember what they say because I fully blacked out. But it was like, and here to perform our brand new single.
I honestly don't remember the name of it, but we'll put the moment in the slimer.
Robin Thicke.
There were several, yeah.
I'm sure we can find a full video of the performance online because
so.
it was.
I like kind of fucked with the video because I thought I was recording, then I wasn't, and I was, and I.
You know what? It's okay.
There was so much going on.
A lot was going on.
Also, I had an $18 beer.
Yeah,
and it honestly got me $18 drunk.
It was a bit like it is expensive, but it's a large beer.
It's a very large beer.
So it's a give and take.
I should have had a. Whatever, anyway.
It doesn't matter. I
did not have had that fucking vegetable pizza. I gotta say, saddest pizza I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
I
needed to eat.
I didn't want to wait for food, so I just had chips, and that was a mistake.
Really? Oh no.
It was fine. Nothing bad happened.
Okay, great.
But I should have had real food. Is all. Anyway.
God.
Well, call Ken.
So Robin Thicke performs his perfect song. I didn't understand a single lyric. Like he was fully murmuring. Like not one word came out.
I don't think so.
But you know it was in falsetto.
I think it's like
deep falsetto.
Yeah, it was definitely about like it was like I had it in my head the next day.
How is that possible?
I know, and I only heard the fucking chorus. Like
I had no idea what that band was saying.
I think because I heard the video. Hold on, I'm literally going to play it for myself. Sorry, keep going.
No, I mean, I think it was just I was overcome with excitement. I was so happy that we were together to experience the magic of Robin Thicke.
Forgive me for saying this, was fucking crazy.
It was serendipity.
Oh my God, wait, I got a picture of the back of him. I forgot.
Oh, right. That was so she has a pic. We'll put all of our Robin Thicke pics in Wilmer Sliderama because
you
there
can
were
dump
many.
20 fucking photos in there. Why did I get a picture of the people in front of us? I don't know. Oh my God, there was a robot. That wasn't even the craziest
You took a
moment.
picture of the people in front of us because they were all wearing green, and you were like, "Are they Irish?"
Go to hell, Julia.
And I was like, "Okay,
Julia, go to hell."
They're Irish. Robin Thicke is doing coke in the bathroom. Like,
Wow,
we don't know.
Robin
what's happening.
Thicke. This
Allegedly.
moment that he comes down, he's like, they were also the lyrics were also in lights. I know what to do. How can you not get this music?
I know what to do, baby.
I haven't really focused on this video a lot, but
it's
there's at the very end of the video, there's a guy waiting to get his hand
pounded.
blasted.
Yeah, blasted.
And also the screen had like a square out, which was just funny.
So I guess that's a joint bad boy in the wild.
But also kind of a moment. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's
we
the thing.
were like a foot away from Robin Thicke, and neither of us punched him.
Neither of us punched him. You'll be glad to hear. Oh my God, what if we did though? That would have been epic.
Really bad. They would have kicked us out.
We
would have seen that epic.
I just want to reiterate, we had no idea he was going to be there.
No, we really did not. Which
Like
is
it
just
was
nuts.
a full shockorama, and I was like, he's on The Masked Singer. Like he knows Jenny McCarthy. So I mean, most famous man
Feels
alive.
Sometimes very full circle.
It was kind of a beautiful moment.
It really was.
So I'm just so glad we experienced that together, and
So weird.
so weird.
I can't
And
believe.
then-
And then we left. I was like, I don't know. I'm still having an out of body experience. I think.
Yeah,
Or
it
I'm drunk and my
It was
edible hit
fully unbelievable.
It was really weird. It was
And then he did not watch the end of the game. He exited after his big performance.
immediately after.
Him and Maroon Hat split with their 17 daughters, and
it wasn't even because it was like time for them to go to bed. Because like literally, I think it was still sunny out when we left.
Yeah, it was.
It was like 8.
He just couldn't be bothered to finish the game.
We literally went to Koreatown.
Oh, nice.
I had noodles.
All right. Well, who's your bad boy in the block then?
Oh my god! So my ear fuckers.
Oh, sure.
My earphones.
What happened?
And I don't believe in retrograde, but man, it's been nuts.
What happened?
And then like 8 a.m. I had a
Okay.
call for worksies, and I like opened my earphones, and my earphone just like tumbles to the ground,
Sure.
breaks in 3 pieces.
What?
How?
Did you get a photo?
I can maybe redo it since I still have them. I didn't like chuck them.
How
in.
did they break into 3?
I
I
don't
drop these
know.
motherfuckers all the time.
I know, that's the thing. I literally drop them 1,000 times a day.
Wow.
When I wash and dry my hair, spoiler alert, I listen to my headphones and I drop them constantly in the bathroom.
Yeah, when I'm like gardening or something, they're just constantly falling out of my ear holes.
Falling out.
Yeah.
Falling out. If I'm gardening, I have to use my over the ear ones.
Yeah, makes sense.
But it makes your ears really sweaty. It kind of
so
sucks.
they had that one last. She had one last fall.
She had one last fall, and it was just like comical. It was like, and like, bleep.
Wow.
It's just crazy. It was like, how'd this happen?
she gave up on you.
And it was right before a call, and I was like, you can't do this to people. Actually, this is
No,
rude.
that's illegal.
It felt fucked up. And then I had to immediately fucking order some new ones. That was really annoying. But now they're here. And
Now
like,
they're here.
should I rename them before my next trip? I don't know.
I mean, why? So yeah.
Why
So
rename them?
when we were connecting to do the pod, and we wear AirPods so we can hear Kevin, I had a little trouble connecting. Spicy? And then
I didn't want to ruin my bad boy.
Right, but you knew I had
I
to
guess
connect.
I had to. I didn't honestly think about it at all.
When I saw that you got new AirPods, I sensed that it was a bad boy. It was going to be a bad boy.
Well,
But
I forget
previously,
that you needed to because like I swear I connected them and they were already connected to all my Apple shit already. Because
well, not me.
not you, bitch.
Previously, her the name of her AirPods was just a very, very kind Julia's AirPods.
Very kind. Normal.
Now she's
Demure. I understand the trend that's going
now
on.
it's demure. Now she's all aggro with it and called them ear fuckers. And
aggro.
it was
She did not like it, actually. I was like, wow, she really hates ear fuckers. I guess I'll have to change it.
I guess in a way I'm a little bit like Connecticut. Like I'm a little Martha Stewart sometimes where I'm like, whoa, clutch my pearls like, ear fuckers, how dare you? Like, I just am more of a Julia's AirPods kind of girl. So, ear fuckers really did take me out
What
of
if
it.
I just name them Paul?
I'd be like, huh. But I wouldn't be actively disgusted by you. Like,
She's honestly actively disgusted.
I'm a little bit actively disgusted.
She's like, ear fuckers? Disgusting.
Ear fuckers. I mean,
They kind of are, though.
they
really get in there.
I mean, that's the
But what do
thing,
you want
is,
me to call them? Warm wax hole? I don't think so.
I don't know if that's better.
I don't think so.
I mean, I do plug up my wax hole with them, so I understand.
It's a bit of a wax hole.
There's no way to describe them without it being perverted. But yeah. So I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry for your loss. You know what happened to me recently, and it's a tragedy.
It's a trage, but someone's got a fucking ear.
It's a bit of a trage vag, but it's fine. My bad boy on the block.
Tell us about it.
So as you know, I was in Canada on a lake. One of you do many activities on the lake. You sail, you swim,
You sit on a dock.
you sit on the
Stare
dock,
at the water.
stare at the water.
Loon comes by.
You might go for a kayak,
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I forgot.
which I did. I went for a kayak.
God.
I was having a delicious moment. I was just kayaking around, so chill. I had my wrist brace on, so don't you worry.
Should have brace on.
And I noticed that I was like sitting sort of weird on the seat. Like I was sitting on the back of the seat, but I was sitting on it and I was like, oh yeah, I can fix that. Not a problem. So I start like adjusting the seat. And before I know it, I'm fully submerged in the water. I tipped over. I'm in,
She yacked.
I was wearing a life jacket, so it was all fine. And I'm sort of like, ha ha ha, that's funny. I can't believe this happened. Then I realize my glasses
Oh, my God.
no longer on my face.
How did you survive?
I was overly confident in my kayaking abilities and wore my glasses out. And I retrieved my hat. I retrieved the paddle. I got back onto the kayak miraculously. I mean, it was like I was like, wow, I ate that up because it was hard.
She could have died.
I could have died. The glasses, nowhere to be found.
Oh, your Zillows, are those new?
No, these are my old.
Okay.
And it was...
Are these Lules? Zillows.
These are Zazools.
Okay.
But luckily I had contacts, and like for some reason before I left, I was like, I'm gonna pack extra contacts,
I'm going to pack extra contacts.
and I did.
Premonish.
It was a
Premonish
premonish.
bish.
It was a bit of a premonition bishy because I was like, fuck. Something was just telling me to pack extra contacts. And I did, and yeah, so the glasses are one with the Great Lakes now, and I did go for a swim trying to find them, but it was like I was too deep out there when the boat flipped over, so there was just no way.
It's going to become sand, I guess, or whatever.
Or whatever.
Someone's going to find them and be like, who the fuck loses glasses?
I know, they're gonna think I'm so
I'm
dumb.
like, oh my God.
And when I was there, I was like, okay, so I like signed up for vision insurance when I was like on the dock, and
Wow.
made an appointment and have an appointment in a few weeks, and it's fine because these are like the wrong prescription, whatever. It's all boring. But my bad boy is I tipped over in a kayak and lost my glasses like a fucking ding dong.
Bad boy optometrist, though.
Yeah.
Kaiser was like, hey, come get your fucking eyes checked here. I was like,
I didn't know you
okay.
could do that.
Yeah. And then they charged me my copay, and I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And then they charged me $123 for the exam. And I was like,
Oh.
actually, suck my ass.
That's not how
I'm
it's supposed to
never
You paid the
coming
copay.
back. Yeah.
I got like the special like vision insurance through, it's like VSP.
They can suck my whole ass right now.
I
I'm
know.
so mad at them. I'm like,
I
you
know.
know what? I'm actually going to, I think, leave you guys next year.
Oh,
I think I might do it. I'm like, I'm kind of sick of them.
wow, the big
I'm kinda sick
split.
of their shit.
Do you have any other bad boys on the block?
Honestly, no, that I can think of right now, other than my plantar fasciitis in my right foot. Honestly, I'm really dealing with it. I'm really going through it, guys. It's like, it hasn't bothered me ever in the past. I mean, it has. Like, there were times I would fully wear Chucks and just like work
Your
8
girl
hours
has
at a
plantar
bakery like a dumbass.
fasciitis.
Yeah. Huh?
Your girl has plantar fasciitis.
This bitch is not liking that.
No,
Not
it hurts.
liking that.
Are you
Not a fan.
massaging your foot at all? Sometimes
No,
that
I
makes it
should.
feel better.
They do say that.
Yeah.
Am I massaging it? No. Am I taking time to ice it? Not really. Am I doing everything I could? Not entirely.
No.
But I am walking on it still.
Well,
But I
okay.
am wearing like compression tape. So
Oh yeah, that feels good. That actually like
kind of does.
it does. For some reason,
compression socks now. I'm gonna become a compression
you're
woman.
diabetic. When my wrist was fucked up and I started wearing a compression brace, I thought it was like curing my problem because it felt I have felt such relief with a compression brace, but it didn't fix anything, and I still had to get wrist surgery. You won't have to get surgery.
Yeah.
But
I think I'll have to get surgery on my foot. They're gonna have they're gonna be like, you're the only case we've ever seen where you need extensive
just
surgery.
Look online for the stretches. Massage your feet, massage your calf. Yeah, just relax all the muscles and try to make yourself feel better.
Haha.
Bitch.
Haha.
Okay, some bad boy updates. Gypsy Rose, congratulations to her. Wow. It's a girl. She did a perfect gender reveal, obviously.
I don't think I saw that.
Oh, you didn't?
Huh. I guess I'll have to watch it and maybe
I believe it was balloon.
I
believe it was a balloon gender reveal. I did see a gender reveal on TikTok that was like two people who were like in baby costumes, and one had like a pink diaper and one had a blue diaper. And it was like a weird like sumo wrestling match where they like fake fought each other.
Wow. And
then like I forget who won, but like the boy won, so it was a boy. I'm
what
just
if,
like, who gives this much of a fuck about this?
What if they were joking?
I just
That's
can't.
what I would be afraid of. Honestly, gender reveals, what the fuck?
I know.
I hope you have one day.
Also, apparently,
so I can laugh.
No, I definitely will not. Apparently, Gypsy Rose has violated her parole multiple times.
Oh.
I saw it online.
How?
I don't know if that's true. If it was true, she'd probably go back to jail. Probably just like either didn't check in with her parole officer or was in a place where she shouldn't be.
Like what? I'm curious.
Or like didn't tell her parole officer that she's going to Mississippi or wherever the fuck she goes, and then she goes there. But I really hope that she takes care of herself now that she's, about to pop out a beautiful baby girl.
I can't wait for the next Gypsy.
Go call Ken.
My question. Honestly though,
Don't call Ken.
Okay. I give him 2 years. Also, the other thing I was going to say was Gypsy. What is that whole? I sent you like with that holes. There's like a whole like group of people that are just like, she was not a victim, and her mother was actually trying to help her, and she has some other type of disease.
I had no idea.
What is going on?
Those people are
they have that disease themselves.
Because she clearly does not have an incurable disease. She's just makes really bad choices.
She's just a girl in the world.
She's just a girl in the world making weird choices. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg.
I feel like perfect.
Definitely. Mark Zuckerberg got a 7-foot statue of his wife, Priscilla.
I hate it.
We'll definitely put it in Lower Slimer. It's green.
We'll put it in Slimer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
wife guy.
If Slimer was made for anything, it's a I guess not commemorative because she's still alive, but a beautiful statue of Mark Zuckerberg's wife, Priscilla.
What a nerd. Fucking nerd alert over here.
I know. What if Carlos got a statue of you?
I'd honestly be like, okay.
I'd be like, thanks. Are you leaving me for her?
Try and fuck that stone, why don't you?
Exactly. Did you give it a vagina? Okay. So, and then just a quick Kevin Spacey update. I guess his house in Baltimore was foreclosed, but he's...
Oh, no.
But he's
Where's Kevin Spacey gonna live?
But he's refusing to leave.
I feel great. I feel like
so.
Perfect.
I guess he's just
Ken.
go call Ken.
Go live with Ken then. I bet he would love it. Honestly,
I know they can go live
Ken.
together.
I want a divorce.
Ooh, my name is Kevin Spacey's Baltimore mansion. Okay, and then the last update. Again, this is not something bad boy we did, but I just wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
5 arrests have been made.
Oh my god!
Involving the death of Matthew Perry.
Wow.
Including
so,
2 doctors.
Yeah, sorry.
His assistant. Mm-hmm. A woman known as the ketamine queen.
I was gonna say, we'll put a picture of her in the Slimer.
She's sort of giving.
Wild.
I mean, like, why is she so hot?
What's going on over? Because she's on ketamine. She's just cool.
she's so cool.
Listen, everyone on ketamine is cool.
She's
okay?
a bit of a Real Housewives Rising.
A bit, but like also like a Marie Antoinette of a Rising. It's just like, what's going on over here?
So, they were arrested. His assistant was apparently the person who injected him with the ketamine, which
Imagine
is
you
wild.
were his assistant.
So according to the various things released when they were arrested, the doctors preyed on Perry's history of addiction in the final months of his life to provide him with ketamine in amounts they knew were dangerous. One doctor even wrote in a text message, "I wonder how much this moron will pay. Let's find out." Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they really took advantage of him.
Well, remember, like, he only died with, like, I'm saying only, like, whatever. He had like $1 million, but like you're literally Matthew Perry. You have a
Right.
mansion in the hills, and you literally only have $1 million.
And you were on like
That's
the
crazy.
most syndicated sitcom of all time. Probably not the most, but like that shit is still doing reruns on fucking whatever
It's
cable.
just unbelievable.
So also involved in the arrest was the ketamine queen, who is an underground drug dealer who traveled overseas just days after Matthew Perry was found. She's also expected to face charges over a 2019 related ketamine death.
God.
But the prosecutors are like, she'll probably make a deal because she can like really expose a lot of shit because she's so connected in the ketamine trade.
That's really scary.
I know.
Oh my. To be the ketamine queen.
To be the ketamine queen.
Wow. Here's one really nuts. This is the one I'm thinking of. This outfit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she's beautiful. Well, we
She's
could put the ketamine
gorge.
queen in Wilmer.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, her name is the ketamine queen, so we may as well. But yeah, I think she has a pretty
Mamma mia.
lavish lifestyle.
It's really Mamma Mia.
Yeah,
Imagine that's
it's-
your doctor. I mean, like, she's really
not
a
a
drug.
doctor.
She's not. She's a drug dealer.
But I mean, she definitely knows those two doctors intimately. Not like they're fucking, but like they are dealing drugs together.
It's just so nuts. I can't believe people are like this.
I know. So, a couple weeks ago when we were like, is there an underground ketamine market happening and under our very noses? Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. I mean, man, I get so many ads for ketamine on Instagram, and I'm like, guys,
My name is the ketamine queen, Julia.
my name is the
Davidovich.
ketamine princess.
Okay. Let's move on to our bad boy of the week.
Yes.
It's a bit of a docu-talk, as always. What was the name of the documentary?
But there's another one coming out. I can't believe.
There's one coming out on Peacock,
Already?
but it's like his story. Okay, it's
I
called.
can't wait.
It's called American Murder. Lacey Peterson.
Ay, ay, ay. I mean, this was such an aughts magots.
It was a real odds magots. It was so odds.
This is probably the first like true crime thing I kind of like remember seeing and kind of being like, huh, everyone really thinks it's him. And I still can't form an opinion because I'm 11, but it really seems like it's him.
You were old.
Wait, how old was it?
It was in 2002.
Okay, so was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like 16. But still, he was really guilty.
He's definitely
Like
guilty,
everybody
but
knew
he's
it was
still-
him.
Okay, we're talking about he's
Sorry.
definitely a Mr. I guess kill your wife. I guess he's a
He
Mr.
really did it all.
He's a Mr. create your own anchor.
Oh my God.
Scott Peterson.
He's
It's
a
like-
Mr. Date a full other woman
Date a full other woman.
during your wife's disappearance, for God's sakes.
Yeah, for God's
Disappearance.
He's definitely a Mr. Date a massage therapist while you're days after you murdered your wife and unborn son.
Good Lord.
It's Scott Peterson. So if you're unfamiliar with the case, I'll do a quick skadooby-doo. But we're not a true crime podcast.
You've seen him lately, right?
Yeah, I still think he's hot.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, he is.
This is our big divided. Like when you think serial killers are hot. It's
Okay, he's
crazy.
not a serial killer.
I know, but like
He's just a run-of-the-mill killer.
he would absolutely kill again if he could.
I think so. Well, only if you really...
I honestly think he would be a serial wife killer.
You do?
I do. I
Well,
really do.
he's definitely not getting out of prison.
I can't wait to
Except
talk
like
about him.
his only people who don't think he's guilty are his like sister and his
Dumbest people
sister-in-law.
alive. Oh my God,
And I'm
they're
like-
so dumb.
Why is she so like?
Sorry, if you're listening to this, you're very stupid.
It's just like your sister-in-law. Like
Get over it.
she's too obsessed with him. Like I'm like something weird is going on
Like,
here.
are you gonna marry him?
Exactly.
And it's bad.
I want a divorce.
Well.
Go call
Okay, so on December 24th, 2002, Scott and Lacey Peterson woke up together at their home in Modesto, California. They had breakfast and watched some TV, which is important because he remembered that Martha Stewart was making meringues on the TV, which came out in the trial. That was like his big defense was like, no, they watch TV. He remembers the meringues.
You're watching meringue happen.
He then left to go fishing, and Lacey took the dog for a walk. Later that day, a neighbor found the dog still wearing a leash, wandering in front of the house by itself. Lacey was missing and 8 months pregnant at the time with the couple's son, who they named Connor, even though he wasn't alive yet.
Right.
Sorry.
No, I mean, isn't it like bad luck to name your kid before it's born?
I don't know if that's a Jewish thing, but in my mind it is.
Okay. I mean, in my mind it also is, but sometimes I don't know.
It is a Jewish. I mean, I personally feel like just wait.
Yeah, just wait.
So she's missing. During the investigation for her, it started as a missing persons investigation, obviously. And throughout that, it's revealed that he's been having an affair with a woman named Amber Fry, who's a massage therapist. And that happened because like a friend that she knows saw on the news that this investigation was happening. And so she called the police and ended up recording him on their phone. And she recorded over 29 hours of phone calls with him.
He was dumb as fuck.
He was dumb as fuck. Sully's really snoring. He could care less about Lacey Peterson. What an asshole.
He's definitely on Scott's side.
He's definitely on Scott's side.
You can tell by the way he's snoring.
People thought he was acting like kind of distant and aloof and like not involved in the investigation.
He could not have been more aloof.
And he was acting weird. Like, you know, they went to the where he went fishing, which was like 2 hours away from his house. They went there and he was like watching the investigators as they were like searching the lake, but like didn't tell anyone that he was there. But the police had a tracking device on his car, so they knew that he was there, and he just would like come, look around, and then leave. And he did that throughout the day when they were there. I'm like, that's sus as fuck.
It's so sus.
It's so sus.
Also the calls and stuff. Oh my god. So he had like called his girlfriend. It's like Amber. It was his girlfriend who, well, her name's Amber. I literally forgot. Yeah. Sorry, Amber. No disrespect. But I mean, honestly, I wish people would forget my fucking name.
Sorry.
Being associated with that.
I guess you're right.
But like,
she probably has a new last name now if she's married.
I would.
Yeah, I would too.
I'd fucking make one up.
Yeah.
Like, not related
Maybe
to the
she
Scott
did.
Peterson case whatsoever. But anyway, she was really pissed because everyone was kind of like calling her the mistress. Mm-hmm. And like, he would call her and there was like a candlelight vigil that he was attending, but was saying that he was in France.
Yeah, he was like fully
so dumb
maintaining this affair while they were searching.
Lie.
While they were searching for his dead wife. I mean, well, he knew she was dead.
To be honest, so during the calls when like she knows better, like 100%, she's like trying to catch him in a lie or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then when you actually, when like you're catching him in lies, how could you not dry up faster? You know what I mean? Like
you mean like how did he not know?
I don't know why he thought anybody would want to ever be involved with him ever again.
He thought that she didn't know that this was going on in the news.
Yeah, but even
because
when
they
she
were like
did
200
know,
miles away.
he was
he was still trying
trying
to get with her when she knew.
Just like beyond.
Yeah.
Like he's just, I don't know. He has no sense of like, there's something wrong there.
I feel
his,
like it's very, when police put like regular ass citizens in a position where they have to like videotape people who they know are dangerous, I feel iffy about it because I understand. I mean, obviously she said sure, but you're really like putting this woman in a situation where like, you know, this man is unhinged. He probably killed his wife. And if he finds out that he's being recorded, like, how is he going to react? And I just feel every time in one of these true crime documentaries, you know, it also happened with that one with the pervy professor.
And fucking Jared.
Subway Jared, exactly. Yeah, like there's
Ugh.
always a moment where I'm like, is this allowed? Like, is there a way that you can investigate without just like roping in a person who's already a victim of this individual in some way? I don't know. I
feel like you should get like extra compensation or something.
Yeah, you should get like,
I'm not really sure what the
you should
rule
like not
is.
have to pay taxes for a year.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the government should cover your insurance or something, or like
It's
your
just
therapy.
it feels like you're really
the rest of
putting
your life.
yourself in a risky position.
Yeah.
And
And then they're just like, well, thanks
state.
for assisting with our investigation.
Right.
Our investigation. We're not going
Right.
to actually help you with anything or your new traumas.
Right. And now like your name is out there and like you're forever tied to this motherfucker. So, okay, she disappeared December 24th. April 14th, the decomposed body of a woman that had missing head and limbs was found washed ashore in the San Francisco Bay. A day later, the body of a fetus was found nearby. They ID'd the people as Lacey and their unborn son, and arrested Scott Peterson that day.
Yummy.
When they arrested him, he had dyed his hair blonde. He had $15,000 in cash on him, his brother's ID card, and multiple cell phones.
Nice.
So the cops think that he was about to run to Mexico.
Nice.
And he probably was.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Definitely was.
why wouldn't you?
And his family's like, this guy's innocent.
Yeah, his family will make, they're like, he just wanted a change. He was using his brother's ID to like get into the golf club or something like that. It was like a weird.
It's probably because that's what Scott said, and they're just like, that's what he said. That's what he did.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
and the thing is, they had no like solid real evidence. Like the entire case was circumstantial. It was like, he bought this boat that she didn't know about. He was making these weird anchors that like really made no sense, that people thought maybe he was using to like hold the body down in the water. Like him just like randomly going on a boat trip, like on Christmas Eve. And
It's just like a lot. If you don't want to have a kid,
right.
that's a lot to do, but it
No one's
makes me
gonna-
think there's some kind of like something extra there. That's just like, I don't know, to avoid responsibility in that kind of like way is a little too alarming.
It is.
And I don't like the way he looks. I mean, like,
Well,
I get, like,
that's
whatever.
that's where we differ.
That's where we differ. Hillary thinks he's the most handsome.
I didn't love the blonde hair on him though.
It's just like, have you seen him now though?
Yeah.
Like, you saw that video of him in jail.
Yeah.
His eyes are frightening.
Yeah, he's a murderer for sure.
He has murder eyes. And I'm
Yeah.
like, if he were out there, he'd be murdering again. I guarantee you he would murder his next wife. That guy is the same fuck. Remember that HBO, was it an HBO doc or whatever? That weird man that like married or killed 3 of his 5 wives?
Oh yeah.
Ugliest man alive.
Yeah.
It's not called that, but it should be called that. He's pretty ugly.
That's what it would be called if it was on Netflix and not Max.
Like, you're right. The ugliest fucker on the universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Somehow got fucking laid though. Not sure how.
I mean, he had long hair. Let's not forget.
Confidence, I guess.
Yeah, long hair and
Confidence
confidence
will
will
long
do
hair,
it. So, even though the case was like mostly circumstantial, they found him guilty on 2 murder charges and sentenced him to death. I was like, whoa. During the course of the trial, 1 juror was removed and replaced because she conducted independent research on the case, which is so Diane.
I'm sorry. Also, Julia.
I mean, like, how can you not? I'd be so curious.
And that's what I'm going to say at my next jury thing when they're just like, so do you...
I would conduct independent research like that person on the Scott Peterson case.
I'd be way too into it, actually, so don't pick me.
This would become my entire personality. If that's a problem, let me know.
And I have a podcast that I would talk about it on.
Oh,
Absolutely. I would
1000%.
absolutely. I cannot shut my mouth. I can't shut my mouth.
Okay, so
gossip.
Scott Peterson filed appeals in 2012 and 2015. The death penalty was overturned, but the verdict was upheld. In 2022, he was denied a new trial, and then this year, I guess he got the Innocence Project in on it somehow.
I saw that. What in the fuck?
There must be a
Fuck
conspiracy
you.
here.
I hate it. I hate it.
So this documentary was on Netflix.
There's new DNA, I hear. Like there's there's chance that there's DNA that wasn't tested or something.
Okay, so there was the only DNA that was like really
This man's gonna kill someone else.
the only DNA that was like on the scene was in the boat. That they think he killed her in the house or something and then threw her into the boat.
There was like a big chunk of Lacey on the boat, though.
Well,
There's a chunk of Lacey.
there was hair on the boat, but they like couldn't really test the hair, or like there wasn't enough DNA in the hair to test. He probably like bleached the fuck out of that boat. I mean,
I don't even want to know what to do.
he may be hot, but he's also so smart.
Stone cold murderer. The doc lined it up as like, oh, he was like the golden child and like his parents' favorite. So it totally makes sense his parents believe the shit out of him.
Yeah.
He's the favorite. Everybody
And I
loves
guess there
him.
was like a burglary across the street from the house.
Burgle alert.
There was a burglary across the street from the Peterson house, like within a couple days of her being killed, which is not smart. I mean, the burglars did not get away with it, but I really don't think and so the Peterson family are like, well, you didn't look into the burglars. Maybe the burglars killed Lacey. And I'm like,
let's look into it. I bet it's just part of the same
these guys are
thing.
like, they showed these guys. I'm like, these guys are just freaking two dudes who burgle. Like, they don't have murderer eyes, like sexy murderer eyes, like Scott Peterson. I'm just kidding.
No, they don't have motivated, sexy murder eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
no, but that was a motivated murder, and the motivation, I don't know. I guess
he didn't want to be a dad.
He didn't want to be a dad, but that's like really nuts.
I know, there's
like,
so many things to do
just
before that.
nuts. I know. It's just like, it just feels like that's not the real reason.
You know, and they talk about in the documentary that like when becoming pregnant is like a big instigator for a lot of these like domestic crimes where like, you know, suddenly the woman is in a way more vulnerable position and you know, there's added stress on the relationship and all this stuff. But
oh, I mean, that is sad. I didn't realize that the number one cause of death for pregnant women is what is it? Their spouse? Like, or I'm saying that wrong.
But it does. I don't know exactly what, but
it's
I'm
essentially
sure
domestic violence, and that's
Yeah.
just terrible. I mean, it's just fucked up and sad.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm glad that he's not a father, but also, like, you could have done it in a different way.
Dear God.
You could, like, I would much rather you get a secret vasectomy, and not tell
And a
her.
divorce.
And a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get a divorce.
Or,
just
like-
get a fucking divorce. Who cares?
Listen, just get a divorce. I
Just
don't know
get
why
a
people are so
fucking
afraid of
divorce.
Fucking divorce.
You could have gone and you could have dated your massage therapist, and it wouldn't have been a fucking
Should have been
issue.
like, oh, you're just divorced? Not a big deal. At least you didn't murder your wife and unborn child.
Right.
Psycho.
So he was charged with two. This was like during George Bush's presidency, and I guess there was like a ruling that came out that had to do with murdering a fetus and it being like a weird backdoor pro-life thing.
I do remember that.
But there is a law in
Which,
California that's like, I guess if you murder a pregnant woman after the babies are viable, the baby is viable, then maybe, I mean, he got charged with 2 murders. I don't think he would have gotten a death penalty in the first place if she wasn't pregnant.
I mean, like, I don't know anything about their relationship, but like, why would you literally murder Lacey Peterson? You know what I mean? They make her seem really nice.
She seems like such a sweetheart.
Kind of seems like a really nice person. And
She
you're just like, wait,
does.
why did you murder your wife?
And like, I know she was
That's
nice.
nuts.
I think she was kind of a vibe. Like her friends that were interviewed in the documentary, I'm like, you girls are cool. Like, even her even his family. I mean,
yeah,
they were like, they had problems in their marriage, but it was never. She does seem like a nice person, and her
She's
friends
cute.
are cool. I can't lie.
yeah. And her friend, I also like the moment in the doc where the mom was like, I think there was a turning point where it must have been after the interview or something, because he did this like TV spot.
Oh, yeah, he
to,
did
I
it.
guess maybe seem more like relatable, not even relatable.
Yeah, because
just
he was like avoiding the news for a while, and then he was like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it."
I guess I'll do it. But
I guess I'll do it.
did he deny the polygraph and just never end up doing one? I forget, because he he agreed to it and then backed out, and then I don't know if he ever ended up doing one.
Yeah, that was unclear because they made such a big deal out about the polygraph in the beginning.
They did, but even that is technically, I think, pseudoscience, because they're frequently wrong.
Yeah, I don't think it's like.
all
I
of it
think
is so
I
annoying.
think it's more like
Just tell the truth.
I think like the way you react to the possibility of a polygraph may even be more telling than whatever the information on the polygraph is. Like the fact that he was so weird about taking it, in a way, is more suspicious than if he had taken it and it was like inconclusive, you know?
It's true. I mean, you may as well just go on that.
Yeah.
You know, he said no. Okay, I guess he fucking did it. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're probably more correct in that way. I don't know.
That's true.
It's pretty stupid, but at the same time, I don't know. But when his, but I think it was the interview, and then all of a sudden, her mom was like, "All right, well, I wish he would at least tell us where he put the body."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh my god!" So yeah, you finally get it. Like, it's obviously him.
Yeah, like Lacey's family sort of didn't want to believe it was him in the beginning, but then I think slowly the more weird he acted during the investigation and eventually
Flippin'.
obviously like I think learning about the affair did a number.
It did, but like even still, it was weird. Like for the sister and the mom, they were still kind of like, "Okay, well, you're still our family," and you're
Right.
like,
Well, because
yeah,
you know
sure.
it is possible to cheat on your spouse and not murder them.
Of course, I guess. I mean,
My name is Diane's second husband.
I think so. And
Yeah.
maybe even the fourth.
Maybe.
But like, it would be such a freak accident if that happened to be the day where your wife got murdered on
Right.
fucking Christmas Eve.
Yeah, sorry. I just so happened
Make
to
a real splash
I just so
there.
happened to make homemade cement anchors and take a random boat trip, and then my wife went missing and eventually washed up ashore. I don't know
Big
how that
fisher.
happened.
Not sure how that happened.
Yeah.
And about the burglary, one time there was an incident at our apartment complex where my neighbor was having another incident with like a neighbor, and we think that they throw out the planter because it was like some whole thing. So the planter was in the trash, but then around the same time my recycling bin just got stolen in the middle of the night. And like, I don't give a shit if someone takes my fucking recycling bin, but like, I always kind of thought it was connected because that person was trying to be like, I'm going to throw out this planter that shouldn't be here, but I'm also going to throw out this recycling bin to make it look like there was a burglary. Not a burglary, but like it was someone just like throwing out shit or something. Like it wasn't me, it
Interesting.
was someone in the night.
Well, you are a conspiracy theorist.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, but like also when there's a pattern, I can't help
it
but
is.
notice.
It is two coincidences in one evening.
It was two coincidences, which is a little too coincidence for Julia.
Okay, you heard
That's
it here
when I
last.
alert. I only get a little alert.
All right,
but,
I think we could shut the door on Scott Peterson.
but it just makes me think
Oh, okay. Go
that
ahead.
Scott,
Yeah.
I mean, if they said that those were those like one time or those like those fucking regular ass people that were burglarizing, fine. I also think it could have been Scott or like part of that.
Oh.
It all could have been part of the grand scheme to make it seem like it was a part of that.
That was my
I don't think he's
initial
that
thought.
brilliant. I
was
just
my
don't think it's
initial
hard to come to that conclusion either.
Yeah.
And to kind of just, look,
Yeah.
confusion.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
wasn't me.
It is possible.
I do think it's possible. So I do think he was probably part of that. And like, so what? Did he not like pay someone to do it? Because he wasn't there. He was fishing, or he literally did it
He literally did it.
with his own two hands.
Yeah.
So you don't think there was anyone else involved?
No.
Okay. Could we not cell phone ping tower at that time?
I guess we couldn't cell phone ping. Well, he said
Well,
that he
Diane.
was fishing,
He said that he was fishing, but like,
and I think he
just take your wife with you after you
Yeah.
killed her,
yeah.
and then she was just. I mean, that was just the big question mark, I guess.
Remember, because
That
there was
part
that
just
whole
gets me.
there was that whole thing where like he was going to return some umbrellas or something, and he had these like really large patio umbrellas in the back of his truck, and they were saying that maybe
Oh, I
she
forgot about
was
the
like hidden under the patio umbrellas. Was
He
there?
fucking did it.
Yeah, he did it.
Ugh. He's so scary now. He really freaks me out. But I do want to watch that Peacock thing just 'cause it kind of scares
Yeah. So
me.
Scott Peterson is going to share his side of the story.
And we'll be back next week with our retraction. I'm just kidding. I don't think I'll ever believe this fucker.
No, I don't think
I
so.
really don't think so. Not like
It'll take
Perfect
a lot.
Angel, what's her face from Nancy Grace fame. What's her name again? That was
Oh, Casey Anthony.
Yeah, I'm sorry I accidentally took Casey Anthony's side for like a spell. And I don't know if I still believe that. Actually.
Yeah, I don't know where I stand on the Casey
still-
Anthony thing.
I still don't.
But when it comes to a man, he's guilty.
Well, don't call Ken.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, go call Ken.
All right, let's shut the door on Scott Peterson.
Try to be as unserious as possible.
It's okay to get serious. You know what I mean?
okay to be
I do
serious.
think Scott loves Mark McGrath and Sugar Ray.
Oh my god!
I mean-
I'm kind of at that. Like, I feel like he kind of stayed in that time. I bet if
Yeah.
you cracked open his Spotify playlist, if you could have it in jail.
Yeah, I don't know if you can, but I think
that's really
anytime Sugar Ray happens to come on the
the
old
old
prison
jail.
jukebox, he's excited.
Yeah, he's just like, ooh, let me put some of my prison dimes in here.
And I think Mark McGrath does think Scott Peterson did it. You know,
Okay.
he'd be
You think
willing.
even if he watched the Peacock documentary, he wouldn't go to his wife after and be like, I don't know, I don't think he did it.
I think he'd be willing to hear his side.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I just want to add a disclaimer. I'm not willing to hear his side. I'm just curious
no,
to see
I-
what his murder fucking eyes.
I am excited to hear his side, but I'm not willing.
Excited to hear his excuse.
Yeah.
Because-
like, what's this man's theory?
It's absolute murder.
It's absolutely he
Wha-
did
What's
it.
the theory?
What's his theory?
really?
Yeah.
What is this, tomorrow it's coming out?
I don't know.
I think it's tomorrow.
That's so exciting for
He's
us.
got murder eyes,
All right, who
baby.
is your good boy?
I guess
Thick?
fucking Robin Thicke, baby. Let's think. I was going to say KT tape, but I know it's not going to cure me. It just makes me feel better.
I mean, if it helps, it helps.
It helps, but it's not going to cure me. I have to massage my feet apparently.
It will just,
How did
relax.
you cure? Did you not have plantar?
I did, but I had so many other issues that was like the least of my concern. But I got arch supports insoles in my shoes.
Oh, that's what it is. But you went to your.
You can get ones made. You could probably, at this point, they probably have something where like they'll send you all of the shit in the mail and you like step in it and send it back and they'll make insoles for you to put in your shoes. I think you should get insoles.
I want insoles.
Okay.
I want insoles now.
She wants insoles.
But
My
I don't
good
want
boy.
Kaiser insoles. They fucking suck.
My good boy is that on our flight back, Jerry and I got bumped
What?
to an exit row.
Oh.
But
Oh, right. You told me that.
but
Kind of.
so much leg room.
So you could have got sucked up, but so much leg room.
I could have gotten sucked up, but I didn't.
But you had your seatbelt on.
And it was
so
an
you didn't.
it was an Airbus.
Oh, yes.
On the way back, on the way there was a Boeing, but
Yeah,
like
she was fully on a Boeing, and I was kind of scared.
I was on a Boeing on the way there, and it was fine.
But it wasn't a Max.
It was not a Max.
Okay.
And on the way back, I was on an Airbus, which was
But it was still made after 1996. Your rule.
it was a new
I was
a new
scared.
Boeing.
I was still scared.
But I made it, and I made it so far that I got bumped to an exit row on an Airbus.
I have nothing but problems with AC, actually. Actually, shit, I had
AC
another bad boy about
Yeah,
them.
I know. I was surprised you didn't
totally
want to
forgot
mention
it.
it. AC is Air
forgot.
Canada.
Okay, well, let me talk about it now.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I
No
forgot.
one's stopping you.
Wow, it is purely retrograde, though. We had a credit from last year because Carlos had to leave in the middle of the trip because his father passed, which was sad as hell. And then, so anyway, we had a credit for one of the flights home. So we had, but anyway, they make it so annoying because you're like, if you want to use the credit, you have to call. And we're like, I'm going to kill myself, but I'll call you. So then they were like, oh, and also you have to use the credit before you want to fly. So like you have to end your fucking trip by that time. And you're like, oh, that's really lame and annoying. I already did that. And then my friend was like, she's going to be putting me up for one of the nights because it's just whatever. And I was like, she was like, what day do you need it again? And I went to go check the ticket and I was like, oh, it says blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait a second. I thought it was blah, blah, blah. And then I went and I looked at it and it was like, they're two different fucking days. They were just off by one day, but it was just
Right. But the thing was
so annoying.
you and Carlos had two different return flights.
We had two different return flights and they made me call them to make
they
that.
gaslit you.
They gaslit me. And then they gaslit me again. Well, I made him call because I was so fucking pissed off. I was like, I don't know. I'm sure no one's heard me mad on the pod, but like when I get to my limit, I'm just like, I don't think I can speak to anybody right now. I just need to sit in the room alone with the lights off.
I don't think you've ever actually been like, you haven't been that on the pod, but I think,
Just
listeners.
pushed to my limit.
Listeners would understand what you're referring to, I believe.
When Julie gets pushed to her limit, she needs to sit down and not speak to anybody.
Yeah,
or else I just
certainly
lash
not
out.
an Air Canada customer service
No,
representative.
I will absolutely lash out. I could
yeah.
not take that call. So Carlos called and then I don't know how he didn't lash out, but they were like, sorry, you're going to have to pay for that change, $200. And then you can submit a report after to get that, whatever, it's like reimbursed. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to kill everybody. This is why people buy guns, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
And then I called back to go make my booking after I had cooled off for 6 hours. And I played stupid and I talked to somebody else and they were like, I just told them my dumb thing. And I was like, yeah, I'm just calling to change my flight because I blah, 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 blah. And I have the wrong day. And I just literally sounded just like this. I was so defeated. And she was like, oh, we can change that as a complimentary from us. And I was like,
See, Air Canada is so nice.
they were so nice to me when I called back.
Well, they
even though
love
I was
women.
so Maria, thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria.
When
And I
my
do wanna
trip is
say-
over and I'm finished with Air Canada forever, because I'm never taking them again.
Okay, well,
This
they
was
do
too
have
much for
free
me.
wine and beer on the flights.
Okay, so does Porter. I'm
Okay.
taking Porter next time.
Okay.
I'll eat my ass because I'm sure Porter's going to ruin me too. But
Yeah, I mean, every airline
flying to
sucks, and
Canada
I
is
had
different.
I had a great experience on Air Canada.
here's the thing. Well,
Yeah.
you did, but like, I feel like Americans think Canada has like really good service or something because Canadians are nice.
That's not why I had a good experience.
Canadians aren't better with service and they're not nice.
Oh, shit.
I'm nice, but like, no one in
I'm nice.
it's just nobody in Canada is afraid to lose their job because American companies, I feel like, are a little bit meaner
Sure. I know
to
what
their
you mean.
employees.
Yeah.
So I feel like in Canada, they're like, oopsies, you made a mistake. It's okay. And here it's like, oopsies, you made a mistake this last time.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of fear here
Okay.
of losing your job.
My name is Julia Davidovich.
My name is Diane.
Who is your TV talk? TV talk?
Oh my God. I've been watching this bootleg.
Okay, you have to-
Sorry. Oh my God. What a piece of shit I am.
Seriously.
Did you ever make popcorn?
Yeah.
Settling it for a big movie, I guess, tonight, aren't
Yeah,
you?
it smells like popcorn. Really smells like popcorn in here.
So I'm watching bootleg Unsolved Mysteries. Are you?
Oh, no. What is it?
It's on Netflix. It's called like Mysteries of the Unexplained or like Series of the Unexplained or something stupid.
Okay. And it's Unsolved Mysteries, but worse.
Yeah, it's like it's same vibe. But
It's like
Netflix.
Unsolved Mysteries without the theme song.
Exactly. It's less, and it's just like, oh, here's some UFO shit. There's no Jack the Ripper.
I hate UFOs though.
Oh, there's 2 UFO things, so maybe don't watch.
Yeah, I don't. Those are my least favorite.
I gotta
episodes
take a picture of you.
Oh, right. Those are my least favorite episodes of Unsolved Explained. Oh my God, your bruise.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is this from? Bad boy, where the fuck did this come from?
I don't know.
I don't even remember. I gotta get a look at it again.
Are you watching Love Is Blind UK?
No,
It's actually
is it good.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Everyone is like.
Guess I'll watch that.
Everyone is in their like late 30s,
Oh, interesting.
which I like.
That's cool.
And obviously they're
Geriatrics
British.
like me.
Yeah, they're geriatric.
Okay.
And they're British, and that adds like a something.
Very curious.
I don't exactly know what it adds, but it definitely adds something.
British.
They're British. Yeah, and I'm into it. It's sort of, I don't know, it has like a more realistic vibe than the more recent seasons of Love Is Blind. Like it feels like the first season of Love Is Blind US, where it's like, oh man, these could work.
Very fresh. So is this their first season ever for?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it feels so fresh.
It's so fresh.
Okay. So wait,
so
did they
fresh.
just splooge them all on there? Or is it just 3 at a time or something?
It's like 4 at a time, but next week's the finale, so you're in a good position to binge.
Wickedly talented.
Netflix.com.
Yeah, absolutely.
I finally was like, oh, I forgot my mom has like a whole Netflix account or whatever, and I got on there.
Nice.
I transferred my profile. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, I didn't know you could do
So
that.
nice. I was kind of afraid to lose it, and then I was like, why do I have to pay for this? I don't want to pay for this anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of I'm leeching off of everyone now as much as I can.
As you should.
My
I
name
know
is Diane.
you can't leech
I'm
off of my
sick of
Hulu
it. I know.
anymore, but your profile is still on there.
It's sad. David Navarro can't
Dave
watch.
Navarro lives.
She just sits
All right.
there. She can't watch.
Well, that's a long ass pod. I got to be. Well, not that long.
Was
It's
it?
1 minute and 3 minutes.
You're
1 hour,
welcome.
sorry. You're welcome, everybody, for our incredibly long conversation about Robin Thicke. But you had to hear about it.
It was extremely
It was deep.
thick,
It
though.
was life changing. I'm not even gonna lie.
Honestly, I'm still in disbelief. We saw him.
God, there he is.
He was there the
There's
whole
our guy.
time. And when she saw him, she was like Angel, and I was like, wow, that is Angel.
Ken.
I know.
Ken.
Go call her Angel.
Call Ken.
Do you think he likes Robin Thicke or what?
No,
No?
no.
I'll
I don't
put one
think
of his
I don't think-
latest weird. What is with that filter?
I think he likes blurred lines
Oh.
because he likes naked women. But I don't think he would like recognize Robin Thicke. Like he's not like us, you know. Like he wouldn't recognize Robin Thicke in a crowd.
The way that Robin Thicke walked,
Yeah, so Robin.
it's like he wanted people to see him. You know what I mean?
He for sure wanted to be seen. I
He
mean,
was wearing sunglasses indoors.
he was wearing sunglasses indoors. Like he
Probably because he was also high, but you know, he didn't want to be
Okay,
seen.
this is Julia's big theory. He was around many children, not in a perverted
He
way.
was
I think they were
around
related to
many
him.
children though.
All right. Well, email Diane at
What you
badboypod.com.
do best. That's how the song goes, right?
Yeah, something like that. Follow us at Bad Boy Podcast. Take a look at Wilmer Sliderama. We'll post all of the amazing
Oh yeah,
images.
he was wearing sunglasses indoors for sure, even
Yeah.
during the performance.
Yeah,
so
of course he
you'll
was.
get to see them too.
He was definitely emailing Diane at badboypod.com or Bad Boys on the Block. Good
Man,
boys.
listen, next time we have to sit here. Just in case there's another surprise debut of a full fucking song.
Okay, you're right.
So I'm showing her a video of the Robin Thicke thing.
Yeah.
Chastising her on her wonderful seats, which were great, by the way.
Yeah, well, the WNBA
Go see a
is-
WNBA
Go see
game.
a WNBA game.
If you like women, if you hate women, you're not going to a WNBA game.
No, of course
right?
not. Well, unless you want to, just secretly make fun of them in your head.
Even Robin Thicke was at a WNBA
Yeah,
game.
for money, but
so
still.
what are you doing?
For money, for cloud, etc. So other than that, I would say leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you may listen. And, believe in
Call
yourself.
Ken.
And go call Ken.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.